What should I have for breakfast?
Eh?
Breakfast? What should I have for breakfast?
I have no idea.
I have to practice.
An old fuse box. Planks of wood left over from some sort of building project. Just an empty shelf. A blown light bulb. Just a poster for some old junk car. A painting of some miserable old dame in a crinoline. A Christmas tree. Plastic, naturally. A kid's bike with a crumpled front wheel. Some half-empty old plastic bottles.
Don't know what I can do with it.
It's just a KK the Troll. Cute.
Joey, you all right?
Yeah, sure, whatever. We got a spook.
Is it Leah Piero?
No, it's her daughter, a little girl.
I see. How old?
10, maybe 11?
And she's okay?
You mean besides being dead? Yeah, she's playing the piano.
Well.
Yeah, well.
So Kendra's dad is the boss of this place? This is just a bunch of junk.
I think those are noise-canceling headphones. I remember that old cartoon. It must be on DVD now or something. Flat-screen televisions, much more recent models than the one I've got. Looks like a controller for a game console. Not sure which one. Some celebrity is being interviewed on a late-night talk show. I have no idea who either of them are. I guess I've been a bit out of touch lately. The sign says Emil Haskins, manager. There's a new model already? Figures. The tag on his shirt says Jordan. Hi there.
Hi, can I help you?
I'm surprised you're open with the weather this bad.
Yeah, me too. But I only live 2 blocks away, and I could use the overtime.
I'm looking for the manager. Emil Haskins, I think his name is.
Mr. Haskins? He's not in. Taking time off for personal stuff, I think. I'm not sure when he'll be back.
Thanks.
Sure.
A bunch of discarded papers. A bunch of meetings and appointments are written down on this thing. Nothing really stands out, but the weekends are all labeled Kendra. Someone wrote quarterly earnings on the cover. Positively riveting. Boxes of office junk. Don't know what's inside. The light barely pierces the gloom. It's a trash can. Pretty typical as these things go. The tag has Leah Piero's address on it. Best guess, it's the key to her house. Looks like an internal memo, some kind of technical stuff. It's all Greek to me. It says, call Joe. I have no idea who that could be. It's a phone, or some variation thereof. Some kind of animation is playing. I think Red calls this a screensaver. Whatever it is, I'm glad I don't have a stomach anymore. All I can really do is look at it. Huh. Whatever I did, it worked. What a surprise! Nothing.
I don't think it's the kind that opens. It's frosted on the inside. I can't see through. It's the front door. Pretty solid. Emil seems to be on the 5th floor. It says Exeter House. It leads to a small fire escape. The gate is locked. Here he is, Emil Haskins.
Hello?
Hi, is this Emil?
Yes, that's me. Who is this?
My name is Rosangela Blackwell. Could I come in? I'd like to ask you some questions.
You mean there's been progress?
I'm not sure. I'm just trying to learn what happened.
You're not with the police.
No, they won't talk to me. I'm hoping you will.
They won't talk to me either. Come on up.
Rosangela Blackwell, was it?
Yes, that's me.
Come on in. I should have guessed you weren't with the police. I've spoken to enough cops lately to know the difference. So, you said you're trying to learn what happened? What exactly do you know?
I know that something happened to Leah.
Is that all you know?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
She's been missing for weeks, that's what happened. Big shot police detective. Poof, gone. Then, our daughter. So yeah, something happened. And nobody seems to be able to find out what.
I know that Kendra is dead. I'm sorry.
What? No, we don't know that. Nobody knows that, not yet. Someone took her, and she's missing, not dead.
Of course, I'm sorry.
The police might have given up on her, but I haven't. She's out there, somewhere. I know it.
George Austin was killed last night.
What? George is dead?
You didn't know?
No, of course not. You think the police tell the ex-husband anything? Ex-wife and daughter go missing. I'm suspect number 1. How did it happen?
He was shot.
Shot? Jesus. I can't say I liked the guy. Leah dumped me for him after all, but Jesus. I always figured he was into something shady, but I thought it was more white collar. Insider trading or whatever. But someone shooting him? That's like mob stuff. Is that what's going on? Was he in the mob?
I don't know.
Jesus, Leah, some police detective you are hooking up with a mobster.
I don't know if that's what happened.
I hope not. If it did, I'll never forgive her.
You work at the Wired Abacus?
Yeah, real glamorous, right?
I wouldn't know.
It's a job, is all I can say. I'm able to afford the rent on this shoebox apartment, at least.
How well did you know George Austin?
Leah's the one who knew him. They'd been friends for years. She talked about him sometimes.
What did she say?
Well, that's the thing. I got the impression he was kind of a loser.
A loser?
No career, living with his parents, that kind of thing. She felt bad for him. But then we get divorced and he turns up, wearing designer suits and living in a penthouse. And I'm living in this shoebox.
Is there anything else you can tell me about George?
No, I don't want to think about him. I just can't.
Are you familiar with Grace Church?
Me? No. But Leah used to go there before we were married. She was really hung up on the place.
Are you familiar with Grace Church?
Me? She was...
What did you do when Leah disappeared?
Got grilled by the cops for 3 days, even though there was no way I could have done it. I was at work, and I don't know if you've been to that store, but it's got cameras everywhere. But I just stood by and took the abuse, just on the off chance I would say something that could help them. Obviously, I didn't.
How did you and Leah meet?
I met her about 15 years ago. She was just a beat cop then. I was working for a small startup trying to make it big. Our office got robbed, and she showed up to take a statement. It was love at first sight, or something anyway. We were married for about 10 years, been divorced for about 5.
Can you tell me anything else about Leah?
What else can I say? Great cop, good mother, passable wife. That about covers it.
How did you find out Kendra was missing?
Her school called. The same day her mother didn't show up for work. They thought she was with me. I wish she was.
Do the police know anything?
No. Not that they would tell me if they did.
Tell me about Kendra.
She started to play the piano last year. We didn't have to make her do it. She wanted to learn. That's Kendra. Quiet, but brilliant. Full of life. Marrying Leah was a mistake, but I'd do it all again.
Is there anything you can tell me about Kendra? Anything at all?
Just find her and tell me she's okay.
I'll do my best. Can you tell me anything about yourself?
Is it relevant?
Well, it could be.
Well, I'm a tech nerd. Worked for a bunch of startups back in the late 90s. Now I work at a chain store. Moved into this place about 5 years ago. Rented it from some Indian lady. Rent in this city is highway robbery, but there's no way I'm moving further away from my little girl.
Can you tell me anything?
Tech nerd, ex-husband.
Well...
Yeah. Hey, wait. Why are you doing this? You said you weren't with the police, so why?
I have my reasons. I just can't tell you what they are.
Yeah, I get that impression. But whatever your reasons, you can help Kendra, right?
Yes. It's what I do.
Poor guy. He's grieving, and he doesn't even know it yet.
It never gets easier. The front door. It's locked. Typical.
That thing needs a date with a needle and thread, or a fireplace. Lots of books on accounting and business management. Oh, and a couple of comic books. A phone, I think. It's hard to tell these days. Some kind of oil painting, I think. I can't tell what it's supposed to be. A phone, I think. I guess that's the date the picture was taken. It's Emil. He looks leagues different than the sad sack we've been talking to. That's definitely the little girl I saw. I guess that hat belongs to her mother. Leah's a cop, all right. She must have still been a beat cop when this was taken. Emil is in here, lying on the bed and staring at the ceiling. I should just leave him alone.
Locked, of course. According to the label, this is a key to Leah's house. According to the label, this should get me... It says, call Joe. Huh, another My Phone upgrade is coming out in 6 months. Didn't one just come out last week? I'd better leave them here. Hi again.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way I can get...
Did he give you permission?
Yes.
Oh, then he should have...
Code?
Yeah.
Do you have any copies of the Parental Eye software?
Parental Eye? Yeah, we got plenty of those left. They didn't sell very well. I guess people don't like to spy on their children, but me, I don't judge. Anyway, we got a bunch behind the counter. That'll be $14.99.
Do you take debit cards?
Sure. Here you go.
Thanks. Thanks.
Sure.
Seems like a pretty standard installation. Give me a second. All right, it's ready to go. The Piero's front door. That did it. It's about time. I'm freezing out here. It's freezing in here. And it's not from the cold.
Oh, good. You feel it too. I was worried it was just me.
What is it?
I don't know. Nothing nice, that's for sure.
No signature on the painting. Probably done by a relative or something. The label on the key reads, Emile. It's not moving.
Who are you?
Hello? Leah? Is that you?
That's Officer Piero, and you don't get to ask questions. You can't see it, but there's a Bushnell 22mm rifle aimed right at your head. Step into the middle of the room now. Good. Now turn around. Face the shelf. Now I repeat, who are you?
I'm Rosangela Blackwell. I'm the bestower.
The bestower? You're the bestower? You?
As far as I know.
Thank God. You have no idea. No idea what it's been like. Hiding in this little panic room. Waiting, not knowing.
Not knowing what? What exactly is going on?
Wait, you mean George didn't tell you?
No, he died before he could tell me anything.
Died? George is dead?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Did you save him? His ghost? Spirit? Or whatever?
No. Leah?
Sorry, we were close. Towards the end. He was a good person. A bit lost maybe, but we all were. He didn't deserve that. Hell, none of us do.
Where are you?
Behind the wall. In a little room. The room has been specially sealed. Nothing physical or spiritual can harm us in here. We have enough supplies to last us a few more months, but we probably won't need it now that you're here.
Leah, I need you to tell me what happened.
Of course. George didn't tell you. He couldn't have told you. He won't be telling anybody anything ever again.
Leah, please.
Yes, I know. It's just hard to say. I mean, who could I tell? Who would believe me? Emil? Corey? Sam? God, they must be worried sick. There was no time to say goodbye, but at least we're safe in here.
Sorry, did you say we? Is someone else in there with you?
Yes, my little Kendra. I didn't want her to get mixed up in all this, but I'm going to save her too if I can.
Leah, Kendra is dead. I'm sorry.
I know that. Of course I know that, but sometimes I can pretend she's just sleeping. She's still. So still. But her spirit is still with me. I can't see her, but I can feel her, sense her. It helps.
Leah, are you sure Kendra's spirit is in there?
Of course. She has to be. I had to bring her here with me. I had to keep her spirit safe. Safe from whatever happened to George. To the others. In here with me, she's safe. She is safe, isn't she?
I can't say if she's safe or not, but she's not in there with you.
What? How? How can you know that?
Well, you know who I am. What I can do. I saw her. Kendra. Her ghost, I mean. She's not in there with you. I'm sorry.
You saw her. That means they wouldn't have done that. They wouldn't dare, would they? Hold my daughter's soul for ransom? That's sick.
Her soul is fine. For the moment. She's upstairs in her room.
Oh, thank God. Listen to me. My daughter is dead, and I'm thanking God. I can't do this much longer. You must think I'm horrible. You'll help her, won't you? That's what you do, right?
Yes, that's what I do. I really need you to tell me what happened. I can't help you if you don't tell me.
Help Kendra first. I'm sorry, but she has top priority. I feel bad for George and the others, but this is Kendra. Damn everyone else. Help her, then I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Can you give me anything else to go on?
I told you. Help her, then I'll tell you.
We can try to bring Kendra's ghost down here. You can talk to her if you want. That might help her.
God, no. You have to get her spirit away from this house, away from me, as soon as possible. I can't put her at risk. She might be dead, but I can't risk that. Anything but that.
Why don't you come out? We can work together.
No. You saw what happened to George. I step out of this room and they get me. And if Kendra is here when that happens, no, I won't risk it. Once she's safe, I'll come out. And damn the consequences.
What does Kendra like for breakfast?
Breakfast? What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. She keeps asking about breakfast.
Oh, the password.
Password?
If I was busy on a case, I'd ask a colleague to escort Kendra home. She didn't know everyone I worked with, so I taught her to ask them, what did I have for breakfast? And if they replied, prunes and a Danish, she would know they could be trusted. It was supposed to keep her safe.
I'm going to leave now, Leah. I'll be back when... Well, I'll be back.
Just one question before you go. How is she? Does she know that she's... you know?
No, but she will. That's part of how it works. They come to terms with it, and then they leave.
I see. I'm sorry.